Well, I do a lot of drawing and a lot of painting, but I don't usually look to something to inspire me. What inspires me, I would say, would be the materials more than anything. And you know, if I feel like painting and I start painting, I never know for sure how good they'll be. Some days you have really good days, and some days aren't so good, and you never know. But you know, I might decide that I don't like it right away, or I might decide that I don't like it a week later if I'm looking at it, or maybe I'll change my mind, and the more I look at it, the more I decide there's something there. So I usually squirt things out of a bottle, and we'll put on some loud music, and I work on heavy-duty watercolor paper. I'll wet it down first, or I'll put down a color which will also wet it down, and then when I work on it by squirting, or sometimes brushes, or sometimes mops, it absorbs that color beautifully because it's wet. You know, you start working like that and you never really know where it's going to go. You know, it might be something you never thought of before. But I'm the kind of guy that works sloppy, fast, and inspired by the music. I don't like to work for more than a couple hours at a time. If I work more than a couple hours, you know, they're not as good. It'll let me know when I've done enough. But I will say I like to have assistants helping me. I can work faster and better, and I enjoy it more. And you know, that's the way I make glass too, as I work with a big team of people. The glass team is a lot bigger than the painting team. The Ikebana drawings, a vase on the bottom and a tall flower form coming out. I guess you could say I was inspired by the glass. You know, the thinking behind the selection was probably just to try to pick something that looked really good and that was the right scale for the building, and hope that, you know, when students walk by there, that they look up and say, hey, that's pretty good, or gee, that's a nice color, or I wonder how he did that. Maybe the painting would say, you know, if you too could have some paint and a mop, you know, maybe you could make something that you like. Maybe you'd like it a lot more than the one you're looking at. You know, I totally forget that I'm handicapped. It doesn't even enter my mind. And except if I'm trying to play sports, it doesn't work very well.
Yes.
But
Right.
yep, you gotta go for it. You know, I think it's important in high schools to have as much culture as you can. You know, I mean, I know a lot of them don't even teach art anymore, and it's really sad. You know, there might be you know, the next Andy Warhol could be in that class, but you know, you're never going to know if you don't let him try. Yeah, Ballard High School. I knew that they had a great program for art, and yeah, I mean, you know, it's an honor to be able to make something for them, and it's really nice to be in the collection.